Hey guys, this is Mark, aka Crisis169, your fair fat TikToker. I'm coming to you guys, with an upload. I'm out here in Clarksville, Tennessee, running around doing some stuff before I head back to work tomorrow. I watched Dreamcast Guy and some other YouTuber. I haven't watched the Axeman yet. The Axeman about his response video to the Game Pass upping price hiking. But I guarantee you, so far, it's been pretty dismal. A lot of these YouTubers are pretty much angry at it. And, rightfully so, obviously. Um, rightfully so. It's been a very big cluster F of experience for Microsoft right now and Game Pass. It's so bad that the Microsoft website for canceling Game Pass had crashed for like 90 minutes yesterday. It's taken people maybe 10, 15 minutes to maybe longer than that to cancel, or it takes maybe less than 30 seconds on normal non-price hiking and days where you have to wait 30 minutes to finally get your thing to download or your thing to do the wheel of death. Then finally say, hey, hate to see you leave kind of in response. But I too have been thinking about doing that to myself. I too have been thinking about getting rid of my Game Pass Ultimate, or not reviewing it, not renewing it after this month is up. These last 2 months are up, and just letting it go, and and deleting my Xbox app and my account, and just to hell with it. Because what's the point to have one? If you have an Xbox account, but you don't have Xbox account, but you don't have Game Pass Ultimate that goes with it to play games, what do you need it for? You don't need it because it has no use for you. It's only useful nowadays if you have Game Pass Ultimate. Even the Essentials require $180 a year, $120 a year, $120, $180, whatever it is, just to play games online. And you get 50 games, I think, per whatever month or year, whatever it is. I don't even care anymore. But it's more of a budget system, and I'll play devil's advocate and believe that maybe Microsoft should have launched this first. The Essentials, the Premium, the Essentials, the Premium, and the Ultimate later on. And, we branded them Game Pass for everyone, or Game Pass for all, whatever. And have different tiers. And show people, well, you can play online with this one. This one you can play online, but you get more games than the first one. The Ultimate, you can play online, but you get on all the games plus day one, Xbox exclusives, and it sweetens the deal. But I don't think Call of Duty is going to be on the Ultimate. It may be on Premium, or it may be on all three of them. I don't know for sure. Microsoft hasn't come out and said really if it has been only, because they could change their mind. Some people say it's only on Premium. Some people say it's only on Ultimate. Some people say it's on all three of them. I would literally walk softly before I start making any, jump into any conclusions. Especially when it comes to the $360, $180, $200 plus a year you're spending on the Essentials, Premium, or Ultimate, not knowing, if the games like, I think what's called, not Minecraft, what is that game's coming out, that expansion pack. See, guys, I'm sorry. My brain's just fried in the situation. I'm just, at the point now, I'm just done. I don't get it. I don't understand why Microsoft has to do this. I'm not understanding it. I'm like, why Microsoft? Why? Why can't you just be the gamer's hero? Why do you have to be the game villain? No, you're the ultimate villain of Microsoft. You're rubbing your mustache when the damsel on stress tied up to the track, and it's like, why? Why you have to be the jerk? I think Microsoft just wants money and they don't care anymore. Because Microsoft is worth $1 trillion yesterday. Said last night, they're worth $1 trillion company. The Xbox, does not make any money for Microsoft much at all, if any at all. You're making 300, 400 million, or even $1 billion, every year to a company that's worth $1 trillion. It's not really saying a whole lot to it, because the Microsoft, they're worth $1 trillion. It's like Apple, our iPods are making us $500 million, but we'll worry about our little wireless headsets more than make us, $10 million. It's probably a bad analogy, but you have to understand where I'm coming from with this situation. It's a pretty bad analogy, but still. Yeah, sorry, I had to turn the car on. This is hot as fire out there. So, if you're going back into it, though, it's just one of those things that I don't think Microsoft really cares about anymore. I think they want to destroy their brand any way they can. And Xbox has hundreds of thousands of millions of people who like their products, who enjoy the games they played, for the most part anyway, who buy everything Xbox every Christmas. I guarantee you, the parents buy these kids Xbox stuff every year. With the Minecraft and the Fortnite and stuff like that going on, you think, Xbox would be no brainer. They own Minecraft. They go ahead and really, utilize this franchise. And yes, they put it on different systems and something that sounds cool, but it's like, man, now you want to come out and do stuff for it. And Minecraft and Fortnite, but way after their popularity. And I'm not saying these two games are not popular. I'm just saying that this crap should have been done years ago with adding new features or adding stuff that's already been like $11.99 for that I think Fortnite expansion or whatever. Add that to Game Pass, boom, you got tons of money coming in. Guys, that's not worth $30. I'm sorry. They can put every Call of Duty game from Call of Duty 1. They can put Call of Duty 1 back on there, remaster it and make it playable with the controller on PC and Xbox, and that still would not justify a $30 a month price tag. I'm sorry, it won't. Now, you can burn me at the heretic or something, but that's just how I feel by it. It will not justify that. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. I don't care what you believe in. When it comes down to it, it is what it is. And that's why that I feel that the Xbox Game Pass, or Game Pass in general, is dead in the water. It's gonna die, guys. Microsoft's gonna pull the plug on it because they're gonna have to. You can't keep a dead fish in a fish tank. It's dead. And I think Microsoft, and even, it's really funny, this one topic here. GameStop dunked on Game Pass, saying, well, you know what, though? Why spend $30 a month, own nothing? You spend money here and own something. And that's GameStop, dunking on Microsoft. That sells Xbox stuff, by the way. Xbox merchandise, consoles, and accessories and stuff. If you got if you got one of your biggest pros and con company out there, GameStop, dunking on you, then you have a serious problem. And I think people at Microsoft are realizing what they did was wrong, or hopefully they did was wrong. Unless they're living in their own self-chamber echo chambers, where they only hear and only believe what they want to believe. But that right there is something that's also dangerous. Because, like I said, though, the Xbox brand had a lot of potential. Game Pass, when it came out, could have done the essentials day one. Could have done the basic, the premium, and ultimate day one, and struggle into all this nonsense. They didn't. What they did was go the way of the dodo. What they did was go the way of the dodo and extinguish themselves. They went the coyote, the white coyote kind of way. The open trap to stop the Game Pass customer from leaving. Open the door up and the rocks don't move. And like a foolish coyote, they take a pole and start smacking the rocks until the sign comes and says, "What am I doing?" And they get crushed by their own Game Pass, their own Game Pass greed. Instead of letting us, make our decisions if we want to have Game Pass Premium or Ultimate, have all the bells and whistles or not, they just do this, without even consulting the fan base. They fly all these fanboys out, to breakfast in Seattle. You thinking they couldn't ask these fanboys, these guys with YouTube channel, hey, what you guys feel about this? Good, bad, or in between. Good or bad or indifferent, or no difference. But that wasn't the case. They did exactly what they shouldn't have done. But Microsoft is hell bent set in their ways to do what they want, guys. This is one fat guy's opinion. Comment down below how you feel about this Game Pass, a debacle. Are you going to spend $30 a month, or are you canceled, or are you going to cancel? Now, I turned off auto pay on mine, so I'll probably not renew it after this. Even though I like playing Doom, I can buy the games on Steam and play it on there when it goes on sale. Peace out, everybody. Be safe.